Good afternoon, guys. My name is Farah Katamora, and today we will going to do a talk show in which we will going to do that through answering the question in module 2. So I'm here again in McLaren.
I am Erica Masinova.
So we'll start. Question number 8. Where are you now in your life, and how did you get there?
Where I am now in my life and how did I get here? I am this process or stage like I am controlling in my certain part of myself, like I want to achieve this goal. I want to become a successful freelancer.
Next question. What do you like about yourself? My body. And what do I not like?
What do I like about myself is like I have a huge respect for myself, accepting my flaws, insecurities, and such as all of them.
And what things in yourself do you not like?
What things to myself that I do not like is being a lazy person, like waking up in my bed and I did not get up so early, like I am usually scrolling up through my cell phone and being so lazy all day around, such as like that.
Question C. What is it about your body and mind that you're unhappy with that would be positively affected by exercising regularly?
For me, for that question, I would answer like it would be my flaws, insecurities, and also my negative mindset. Like it would affect my body, not only my body, but also my emotionally status. Like every single day, every single week, every single day, every single month, year, like you're going to question yourself, like how much you're going to achieve that some kind of goals, dreams, and also some other.
Question D. What would you like to change, if anything, and why?
I would change my laziness because for me, I am a lazy person actually, and I cannot change that in direct order, like because I'm in the bottom person and I cannot agree with a certainty in my life that I would usually go up straight and be
So, why is it hard to commit a certain things?
why is it hard? Because of my emotional
Problems?
emotional
Your,
problems.
mental health?
Yes,
Question. What is going in your life that would facilitate behavior change? Inhibit it.
for me, I would inhibit myself as comparing myself to one another because for me it would affect my emotional rather, and also for me I will not grow as much as possible because for yes.
Yes, because like you comparing yourself to one another and you are not embracing who you are. So that's a great answer that you will inhibit the somewhat insecurities.
Yes, insecurities and comparing to myself to one another.
Question. Where are you now in the physical activity level?
Where I am now in my physical activity level, which is I am in a moderate level, which is in the past 6 months, which I usually gain for myself like 2 to 3 times in a week. I usually go to
To
gym, or such as I usually do a cardiovascular exercises.
Okay. So, question G. Have you tried regular exercise before and failed to stick with it?
Yes, I usually, because as what I have said a while ago, I am a lazy person and I cannot control myself and I cannot go a daily basis activities like
When exercising.
yes, exercising, running, and usually some stuff because I am lazy also.
Question. Currently, what do you estimate your potential to stick with an exercise program to be?
For me, for that question is to add up because I am a moderate type of physical type of person, so I would usually add up to my moderate stage, like I'm going to run, exercise, and bike. So also to have a 10 kilometers running in Calbayog City.
Okay, so meaning that you want to become more physically active in
Yes. In the
Next
future
month.
or in the future next month usually, or next week rather, as always.
Okay, so question I, what unmet personal needs you're thinking to attempting to meet?
What physical needs usually my physic is like self-esteem and
And you said a while ago that you're attempting to meet a commitment to
Yes.
one certain things.
mm-mm.
Then why those things are essential for you? Like what is your basis?
My basis is usually my daily basis because I want to achieve, I want to add up something in my life that I want to achieve in that certain goal. For me not to consider it as a lazy person and not an average person.
Question Jeff, are you really ready to try it? What you would like really to change? Even it means to giving up something that you're accustomed to.
For me, for that questions, like I would usually achieve that some kind of goal is to like no excuses is in like
Things.
some things that I don't want to give up, even though it usually scares and affects me a lot. Sometimes giving up is not an option, but in usually daily basis, you cannot say that you can.
Like we should not find excuses
Yes.
because if you really want to change your life when things are possible,
Yes, even though it's hard.
it's because you should always think why you should start,
Start.
it, diba?
Mhm.
Like you should know your goals
Yeah.
and thinking about that, the
It's-
process is such.
It's a lot way harder than what you think.
Yes, because you are going to experience some difficulties,
Difficulties.
obstacles,
Yes.
and sometimes you're going to think that you are going to give up, in which it is not valid.
Yes.
Like that is only a normal thing which challenge your capacity to achieve a certain goal. Question K. Do you think that you can mobilize the mental strength if that is what you want or need to do?
For me, that is what I need in order to become a great and also in order to grow as much as I want. Because in order to achieve or to accept that kind of mental strength or mental status is like first you're going to achieve or you're going to accept on who you are and
Well done. That's a great answer.
Yes.
Then,
then stop comparing yourself to
one another.
Yes, and for the third one is like accept your insecurities as much as impossible as you want.
question.
And
What is your previous experience with personal health behavior change?
what I have been experienced in my past, yes, in order to grow myself is like facing the hard times and facing the reality. Like stop making excuses. Like get up in a bed like so early and having that kind of first step, having that kind of mental status, mental health mindness that you can usually do in order to grow and in order to achieve your goal.
Question N. What you learn from experience that will help you decide? Are you being realistic about this?
Yes, I am being realistic in such a way that I can manage, and I am not that easily, but I am this kind of person that usually step up from usually different side of myself from what I am now.
So, meaning your discovery self,
Yes.
you know,
As a
a
20
skill that will,
as a 20 years old, like yes, I am discovering and I am exploring also to become a successful freelancer.
well, I hope so that
Yes.
that will going to happen.
Thank you, Rafael.
So, question then, what is your self-image?
My self-image as of like today, I am this kind of person like experiencing and also facing difficulties, not also difficulties, but also facing the reality or the future ahead of me, in order to achieve my goals as much as I want, and also dream of my family as much as they want for them.
Thank you.
Okay.
Question O.
Mhm.
Do you think yourself as good looking, not attractive,
Mhm.
not attractive, healthy, or unhealthy?
To be honest, I would usually answer that question in a way that I am not that usually attractive, but I am a healthy person. Um, yes,
Okay.
I am. Like that. I am a healthy person.
So, question P.
Mm.
What do you see when you look in the mirror?
What I see, what usually I see in when I look at the mirror, I usually see like, I'm standing in front of a mirror. I usually myself as usually old me, creating a nonsense or making mess up my decision, mistakes, and also far from this kind of arrogance, you know.
Question Q. What kind of feelings do those images elicit?
For me, I would elicit those kind of images. For me, is like sorrow, grief, insecurities, emotional sadness, and other stuff like it would affect me as a person that.
That will, you know,
That-
will help you to grow.
Oh yes, that help.
Question R. If you're planning to exercise to help in weight loss or simply to shape up a currently out of shape body, will you able to use the fact that smaller size clothing now fits and that my waist is getting smaller as measure of success rather than scale weight?
For me, for that question, the clothes that you are usually wearing does not define your success. For me, it is like if you are getting into that success, you would usually find in a way like for the first time or the first think that success would come from the harder one to the easiest one, because for the success or in achieving like your body, you cannot usually not that some sort of you will use a cloth that usually defined as who you are, but usually you are going to wear the comfortable one, but in the reality you are not going to see yourself as a comfortable one, but you are yourself. You are going to strive harder, face difficulty as much as you want in order to face and in order to grow and to become a successful person.
Question is,
Yes.
or the
The
last
last
question.
question.
And further, if you're going to exercise primarily for weight loss, is my true goal to become really thin rather than somewhat thinner?
For me, being thin in a way that in your weight you are usually healthy, or in your body not as thin as you become a big or thin and become a thinner, but also a thin that you usually being comfortable, but not in the old self that usually bigger and yes,
So, meaning that you want to
become a moderate or some type of in between
in
in
between.
a healthy
way.
in a healthy way, or healthy persons.
Well, thank you for your time. I wish you will going to achieve the dreams that you stated.
Yes.
So have a great day.
Thank you, Rafael.